Hello, this is Brian again. It's been a little while since I've updated, but I've gone a little ways up to N76, which is right there, past that little bump there. I realized there was a peak over there, but luckily I took that second to turn around and see if I should have hung a big sharp right. Thank God I did, or else I would have gone that way, probably down that side of the mountain. I know if I was going downhill a lot, then I'd know I'd be going the wrong way. But yeah, it could have been a possible peak visit. Very random peak, like maybe about 40. I think that peak's about 4,100, 4,200 feet. I think I could see that from the two freeway driving up. I think I could see that peak. I think so. And I think that's actually the 210 down there. And there's the interchange. That's the 2 right there. That's the 2. And there's the interchange. There's like a hospital. There's some hills there. Oh, I want to say San Rafael Hills? I'm not sure. There's a small little range of hills there. Of course, the Verdugo Mountains. And you see where the 2 comes up, and then the 2 breaks off at the 210. So you have to go 210 east a little bit, and then you get back on the 2 going up into the San Gabriel Mountains. So that should be the 210 west, going that way. I thought that might have been the 134, but I actually think that's the 210. The 134 is nearby, I think. Might be on the other side. But yeah, you get the beautiful Verdugo Mountains. I've only been in those mountains once. I didn't make it to any peaks. I was going to try to go. Was thinking about going all the way up to Verdugo. This is back in February 2015. It was a long time ago, years ago. I was thinking about trying to get up to Verdugo or something else, but I didn't have it in me to go all the way up to a peak. But I explored and had a really good time. Talking about one of my earlier videos about Mission Manzanita you find in San Diego. Well, there's a population of Mission Manzanita growing in the Verdugo Mountains, believe it or not. And I've seen them there too. I took a series of trails leading up from the Stowe Canyon Nature Center, and that's how I was able to come across the population of Mission Manzanita. And that's Xylococcus bicolor. It's not a true Manzanita Arctostaphylos, but it is a relative, a fairly close relative. And I saw a small population of those there. Yeah. So there's a disjunct population of Xylococcus bicolor there. So it's really cool. So I know now for a fact I'm on the right track now. So just got to keep following this to the top of Mount Lukens. Of course, just be wary of any junctions that come up. But we're going to come up to one of the neatest perches in the Front Range of the San Gabriel Mountains. Not nearly the highest peak in the Front Range. That's Strawberry Peak, with San Gabriel Peak very close behind. But it's a good view up there. Very good views. See, now we get LA views, and we get backcountry Angeles National Forest views, looking out towards Lawler, Strawberry, Josephine, Pacifico, Granite, Mount Gleason, that big hogback right there. And then some of these peaks, one of these is probably Condor Peak, one of these is probably Fox Mountain, but I haven't learned how to pick them out of the lineup yet. And those would be closer at hand. Mount Gleason towering over above them by far. Yeah, Fox Mountains is barely 5,000 feet, it's like 5,033. Condor peaks. So there's a Condor Peak and a Condor Point, I believe. Two separate mountains, or mountain peaks, I think. And I think that one of them, I think, is like at 5,400 feet. So not super high up, but 5,400 foot peak will be a bit higher than where we're going. We're barely going to scrape the 5,000 foot contour at the very top. It's 5,074. Some say 5,066 is the summit elevation of Mount Lukens. I'll tell you one thing. It's just definitely a long and almost entirely, except at that beginning part, almost entirely uphill. So I can feel a little bit of burn in my legs. So this is a very good workout, and it's not extremely a strenuous hike, but it's definitely challenging enough for the distance. Like I said, I'm probably going to be clocking in around 13-ish miles, and a little, probably about like 24, maybe 2,500 feet of gain. So I will have an uphill stretch coming up towards the return leg of the hike, because I had a nice little downhill stretch for a while. So that's probably going to hurt. It's probably not going to be a lot of fun, but it's basically all on a north-facing slope, so I'll take some solace in that there will be likely some shady sections along that portion. If the sun does break out, I don't know, there are a lot of thin high clouds, and there's some low cloud marine layer stratus along the coastal plain. But yeah, this is pretty nice. We're definitely significantly above 4K. Still think we got a good few hundred feet to go. Probably a good few. I don't know exactly how high we are. Probably at least 43, maybe 4,400 feet. It's hard to tell if we're higher than Hoyt Mountain. Hoyt Mountain, let's see, Strawberry, where the yucca stalk is, underneath it, the lower mountain is Hoyt Mountain. That's at 4,404. Sometimes you can use some of the known mountain peaks as progress gauges when it comes to your elevation. So we're definitely well into the 4,000s, but I'm not sure exactly how far in. Probably guessing about 43, 44. If that's the case, then we have probably about another 600 to 800 feet to go, climbing wise. I'll tell you one thing, this is a lot of uphill. For the elevation gain of a little over 2K, you wouldn't think it would be so much uphill. You think there'd be a lot of level stretches, but it's just nothing extremely steep. It's just continuous. So just be aware. I would definitely not call this an easy hike. Call this an easy hike. But I have done some hikes in the past that have totaled over 15 and even over 20, even significantly over 20 miles. So I've done much harder hikes than this. It's nothing extreme. It's along a gentle, relatively gentle fire road, but after a good few to several miles, you'll feel it anyways. Especially if I haven't done hikes this long in a long time. But, well, just gonna keep on climbing. I know earlier I saw a glimpse of Mount Lukens looking closer, so I'm starting to make my way towards it. So I'll see you on the next clip.